began quietly, almost beautifully. A single genetic experiment meant to end world hunger, a fusion of chlorophyll and human DNA. The first subjects didn't eat for days, yet they thrived. Their skin shimmered faintly green under sunlight, and doctors called it the dawn of sustainable life. Soon the change spread. Within decades, the human race no longer needed food. Hunger, war, and scarcity seemed like myths. People gathered each morning beneath open skies, standing silently as the sun rose, feeding, living, glowing. It was peace through photosynthesis. Cities changed first. Skyscrapers were replaced by open terraces. Rooftops transformed into communal sun gardens. Work shifted to daylight hours. Night became a time of stillness. Markets disappeared, replaced by meditation parks where people simply absorbed energy together. No one cooked, no one hunted. For the first time, humanity lived without taking from the planet. But with every light comes a shadow. Those who lived in cloudy regions began to weaken. Without direct sunlight, their skin turned gray, their movements slow. Nations began migrating toward the equator, chasing longer days. Borders collapsed under waves of green-tinted wanderers searching for warmth. The world's economy, once built on food, fell apart. Fields turned wild, animals reclaimed farmland, and silence replaced the hum of industry. Then came the long eclipse. A chain of volcanic eruptions filled the sky with ash. For months, sunlight vanished. Panic spread. People gathered around artificial lamps, desperate to absorb the artificial glow. Governments built vast light farms, towering fields of mirrors and reactors. The rich bought private domes of constant light. The poor starved in shadow. Some adapted. Scientists found that constant exposure to sunlight made people nearly immortal. They stopped aging, their cells repairing endlessly under the sun. But these Solarians, as they were called, became distant. No longer human in the old sense. They spoke rarely, moved slowly, and stood for hours, motionless, their eyes reflecting golden light. Generations passed. Nighttime cities turned to ghost towns abandoned to the wind. Humanity had become both the plant and the gardener, feeding on the same sun that had always watched them. The line between human and nature blurred until there was no difference at all. Then, one day, a child was born with pale skin, no trace of green. Doctors were astonished. She couldn't photosynthesize, couldn't survive without food. Yet she laughed and ran and loved the taste of real fruit. Something no one had done in centuries. People began to wonder, had their evolution gone too far? Had they traded life's hunger for something less alive? When she stood beneath the sun, she didn't glow, but she smiled, feeling warmth instead of nourishment. And for the first time in 1,000 years, humanity remembered the beauty of needing, of wanting, of reaching for something beyond survival. They realized then that the sun was never meant to feed them. It was meant to remind them that life, no matter how self-sufficient, is still about longing for the light.